Hello, grade 10. Today we're going to take our new grammar mixed conditionals in Unit 8. Why it is called mixed conditionals? Because I'm using second and third conditionals. Mixed conditionals are conditionals where the tense in the main clause is different from the tense in the conditional clause. Okay, what do I mean by conditional clause? Which is the if clause. This happens in second and third conditionals, and I'm talking about unreal conditionals. Okay, now let's take the first structure for the mixed conditional. I want you to know that we have two structures, okay, for the mixed conditionals, and each one of them has a usage, okay? Let's take the first one. The first structure says that I should have if plus past perfect, I mean had, plus verb 3. So, on the result clause or in the main clause, I should have a present conditional. What do I mean by present conditional? I mean that I should have would or would not according to the context, okay, plus verb base form. The verb has to be in the base form, okay? So what is the usage for this structure? When do I use this structure? I use it to talk about present result, a present result of a past conditions. Okay, so the first example. Let's now look to the examples, so it will be easier for you. If I had listened to your advice, I would not be in the mess. Okay, I want to ask you two questions. The first one, am I in a mess now? Yes, I am in a mess now. Okay, did I listen to her advice? I did not listen to her advice. So, I'm saying that if I had listened to your advice, I would not be in the mess. So, the past condition here has to be in the past perfect. The past condition has to be on the past perfect. So I have to use had plus verb 3. Whatever if the subject was singular or plural, I have to put had. Okay, so please put had. Don't use have or had here, or has. Only had. If I had listened to your advice, I would not be in the mess. Example number 2. If he had checked the map, he would not be lost. Is he lost now? He is lost, okay? But the unreal condition that he did not check the map, okay? Example number 3. If I had gone to university, I would be a doctor now. Am I a doctor now? What is the present result that I have now? That I'm not a doctor, okay? The result that I'm not a doctor. But the past condition is, which is unreal condition, if I had gone to university, while I did not go to university. Okay? So, on the if clause, when you are talking about the present result of a past conditions, you have to use a past perfect, had plus verb 3. And on the main clause or on the result clause, you have to use a present conditional because you're talking about a present result. Okay? Okay, guys. Now, let's look to the second structure. The second structure says, if I have to use if plus simple past. When I say past simple, I mean verb 2. So the result clause has to be perfect conditional. What do I mean by perfect conditional? Would or would not plus have plus verb 3. Okay, so when do I use this structure and how can I differentiate between two of them? This structure, we use it to talk about past result. About past result of a present condition. Let's look to the examples so it will be easier for you. If I were a good cook, I would have invited them to dinner. Okay, what is the past result that I have? I would have invited them. Did I invite them to dinner? No, I didn't. Why? Why I didn't invited them to dinner? Because I have a present condition, and the present condition is that I'm not a good cook. Okay, so I'm talking about something unreal when I say if I were a good cook, and I want you to look over here after I in the mixed conditional. Okay, when I'm using simple past from verb to be, I can use were with I. Okay. The second example, if he was physically stronger, he would have had a longer career. Okay, what is the past result over here? That he had not had a longer career. Okay, so what is the present condition that I have over here? That he's not physically stronger. That's why I'm using in the if conditional, I'm using simple past, which is was, and on the result clause or in the main clause, I'm using a perfect conditional. Okay, would you please open your student's book on exploit page 69? Let's do exercise number 1. I chose from this exercise 4 sentences so we can do them together. Okay, it says complete the mixed conditional sentences with the correct form of words in brackets. Okay, first sentence. If I space, I would have been a great basketball player, not be so short. Okay, here I have a structure, and this structure is talking about a past result. When I'm talking about a past result, so when I use on the result clause or the main clause would plus have plus verb 3, so on the if clause, what I have to put? I have to put what? Simple past, correct? So what I have to use with I, not be, what I have to use were not so short. Let's see the answer. We're not so short. Excellent. Now let's look to second sentence, please. I would not play for the school team if the coach not give me a trail. Okay. Here I have a result, and this result is what? Is a present, right? Is a present conditional because I'm using would not plus base form verb play. Okay, so the if conditional here has to be on the past perfect. So if the coach had not, because I have here the negative not, had not given me a trail. Okay, let's see the answer together. Okay, now let's do sentence number 3, please. If he, before race, he would not have any injury. Warm up. Okay. Here I have a result. Okay. I'm talking about a present result. So the if conditional has to be what? Has to be on the past perfect. I have to use past perfect. If he had warmed up. Let's see the answer. Had warmed up. Okay, and the last sentence that I use from this exercise is we know if we had not won the match, not be celebrating. Okay, here I have the if clause which says we had not won. Okay, when I'm using in the if clause a past perfect, had not plus verb 3, so the result clause has to be present, right? What do I mean by present? I mean we would not be celebrating. And the answer is correct. Okay, now I have something to tell you. When do we use might be and might have plus past participle or verb 3? What is the difference between them? Okay, so a question says, when do we use might be? We use might be to talk about less certain results in the present. For example, I say, if you had invited her, she might be here now. Okay, I'm talking about less certain what? Result. And this result in the present. So when I'm talking about less certain results in the present, I use might be on the result clause or in the main clause. Okay? Number 2. When do we use might have plus past participle or verb 3? We use it to talk about less certain results in the past. For example, if we were rich, we might have bought a bigger house. Did we buy a bigger house? We did not. Are we rich now? We're not. Okay, so I'm talking about something unreal. That's why I'm using the mixed conditional. When I'm using might have plus past participle to talk about less certain results in the past. Good morning, Grayson. How are you? Hope you all doing well. Today, we're going to continue our unit. We have skills. We're going to learn a new vocabulary. Which kind of vocabulary? The sports business vocabulary. Please open your student book, page 17. Okay, on this exercise number 1, we have to match the words with their definitions. Okay, the first one is sponsorship. What do I mean by sponsorship? It is a financial support for sport and sports events. Endorsement. Endorsement, it is kind of approval by a famous person. Okay, so it is a statement made in an advertisement, usually by someone famous, saying that they like or using the product or service. What do I mean by slogan? It is a short phrase that is easy to remember and is used to advertise a product. What do I mean by commercial? Commercial, an advertisement on TV or radio. Number 5, target audience. it's a particular group of people that something is directed at. It is directed to them, okay? And number 6, media coverage. The planned reporting of news and support in a newspaper, on TV, and on the internet. On the second slide, you're going to have the answers for exercise 2. Hello, grade 10. How are you? Hope you all doing well. Today, we're going to take the second part of the grammar in our unit, I wish or if only. The structure of them, the usage, and when do we use them. Okay, let's continue. Now, we have two structures for I wish or if only. The first structure says that I use I wish or if only with past tense. Past tense, which means verb 2. What's the usage for this structure? When do I use it? I use it to describe a present situation. I'm talking about something now, okay? A present situation that we want it to be different. So we use I wish or if only with the past tense. For example, I wish I played in a better team. So I want to ask you something. Am I in a good team now? I'm not. So here we use I wish or if only with verb 2 to talk about the present situation that we wish if it is different. Number 2, if only I could speak English better. Am I speaking English good? Am I speaking English in the best way? I'm not. That's why I'm wishing, okay, to speak English in a better way. So we use verb 2. Okay, now let's talk about the second structure. The second structure says that I use I wish or if only with the past perfect. Past perfect had plus verb 3. When do I use this structure? When do I use past perfect with I wish or if only? I use it to describe a past situation. To describe what? A past situation that we want to have been different. We use I wish if only with the past perfect tense. Okay, to describe a past situation. For example, I wish we had not lost the match. Did we lose the match? Yes, we did. Okay, so we wish that we had not lost the match. And this thing happened in the past. Yes, it happened in the past. That's why I'm using the past perfect. The second example, if only I had listened to my coach's advice. Okay, things will be different. So, did I listen to my coach? I did not. So, I wish, okay, that this past situation have been different. Okay, guys, that's why I'm using had plus verb 3. Listen, I'm using past perfect. Okay, now let's do exercise number 2, page 64 from your workbook. So please, open with me your workbook and let's do the exercise together. Complete the sentences by putting the verb in the brackets in the correct form. Sentence number 1. I'm really tired. If only I go to bed early last night. Look at this sentence. Am I talking about something happened in the past or in the present? Going to the bed early. Okay. Now I'm tired. So I'm talking about something what? I'm talking about a past situation. So I have to put past perfect. If only I had gone. Sentence number 2. I've got really difficult exam today. I wish I study more for the exam. Okay. If I get the exam and I finished and it is really difficult. So here I wish something to be different in the past, for example, because I studied before the exam, right? So I have to use past perfect. I wish I had studied more. Sentence number 3. I cannot understand her schematics. If only I speak better German. Okay, I cannot understand him. I'm talking about something. Which situation? Is it in the past or in the present? I'm talking about something in the present situation. So I have to use with I wish and with if only. What? Simple past. Verb 2. Verb 2 from speak is spoke. If only I spoke better German. Nice. And the last sentence over here. I do not know how to cook pizza and my mom is out. I do not know how to cook pizza and my mom is out. This is a present situation. So I have to use simple past form from be, which is was. I wish my mom was here. Thank you so much. Now we finished this grammar. Hope you all enjoyed it and understood it. Hello, grade 10. How are you? Hope you all doing well. Today we're going to take the last thing in our unit. We're going to take the writing. How to write a biography. Why do you think people tend to write biographies? Why do you think that we could read someone's biography? Why? Why it is important? In my point of view, biographies provide inspiration and it teaches life lessons. We can take a life lesson from others' experiences. That's why people tend to write it. So what do I mean by biography? How do we write it? How do we organize it? We're gonna see. So what are biographies? Biographies are often written in a chronological order. Okay? So we usually begin writing about the person's childhood, then progress through different of their life up to the time they die or the present day. So each paragraph deals with a particular time in the person's life. So how can you organize the biography? You have to organize the biography into 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph, you have to write the person's birth, family, I mean parents, brothers, sisters, and early years of his family, life, school, okay? Paragraph number 2, you have to write the first steps in the person's career, on the person's success, failure, the development of the person's career, okay? And on the third paragraph, you have to write the person's life away from the career that made them famous, family, other interests. On the last paragraph, you have to write the end of their career, life in the retirement, or public recognition.